Are you an athlete? You do dynamic sports like basketball, football, or soccer? Then you definitely want to think about how you train your knee joint. I'm Coach Rich Thurman, also known as Coach RT3, and today we're going to talk about the knee joint. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button so you never miss a post from me. One of the things that most of my athletes don't know when they first come into me as youth athletes, and even on up into late teens and adults, is that their knee is supposed to rotate. When I say, hey, did you know your knee was supposed to rotate? Most of them were like, what? I didn't know my knee was supposed to rotate. What do you mean rotate? And so we get them down on the floor and we try to find out if they have access to rotation of their knee. Oftentimes, they do not. So today we're going to talk about a couple of things that we want to look at first before we start training our knee joint in order to help mitigate injury and keep you playing for longer. So first of all, we're going to talk about how the knee rotates. So if you look at your tibia here, which is this bone here, we have what's called tibial rotation. Now, rotation is the fundamental motion of most of our joints in our body except for the spine. But if your knee does not rotate, like so, then we have a problem. That's an area that we're missing an ability to control and strengthen. So I get my athletes down on the floor. First of all, I have them find this big bone in the front. It's called the tibial tuberosity, and I have them use that as a landmark. And I say, okay, bring your toe up towards your knee, and can you take that and move it into external rotation? Okay, it moved into external rotation. Can you move it into internal rotation? Great, you can move it into internal rotation without any wiggle from your femur. What happens is, oftentimes, a lot of people don't know how to rotate that or don't have any rotation of that. So they lack control of that. The problem is the control of that rotation is governed by your hamstrings. So the next thing I do is I ask them, hey, can you find your hamstrings back here? You find the hamstring tendons back there? Okay, put your fingers inside of that, and we're gonna try and get you rotating there. And if you can find a little bit, of rotation, oh, I found a little bit, then you feel in the back what's causing that or what's creating that. And now they have a little bit of a connection between, okay, that's the stuff that's causing that. This hamstring on this side is what's pulling me into external rotation. This hamstring on this side is what's pulling me into internal rotation. So once we found that, we've automatically got a connection and we can start to build on that. The very second thing I do is I say, okay, well, now that we have a little bit of rotation, let's work on creating a routine that we can build a little bit of control of rotation. So now I just have them grab onto their femur to do knee cars. So I'm going to have them rotate into internal rotation, rotate into external rotation, internal, external. And as they get more and more familiar with that and more control with that, they become more confident with creating that rotation. And naturally, because you can't move what you can't move, and you can't strengthen what you can't move, over time, just simply the act of moving rotation is strengthening those tissues and helping those tissues understand how to be strong in those rotations. Then we can go into internal rotation, go into extension, go into external rotation, extension. So now we're moving through our fullest range that we have available. And that's the first step of creating awareness of rotation of the knee joint. The awareness of rotation of the knee joint is one of the biggest bangs for your bucks that you can get for your athlete. That's the starting point. The understanding that that tissue can control rotation and be moved. That's the first step of creating strength in those spaces. If you found this video helpful and useful, please hit the like button and share with somebody you know. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a post about strength conditioning and mobility ever again.